Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home
Very
to the
soon I
Owls
gotta
of Kennesaw
retire
State, where these fans have been
this game.
eagerly anticipating this one all week. The Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense is on the field for the
Is
first
that the
time
best we
today.
got?
And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going
We
to be
got a new
keying on this
team,
running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
and that is an
Brought down in the
awful
backfield,
start.
he'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They'll run it.
All right, there we go.
Down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Running with power. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive.
I don't know who that is.
And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
A little screen to the running back. Drills him with the stiff arm. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Oh, okay.
Down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to handle it?
It's just so strange. We got all these guys that are named touchdown.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up in a position, and then he carries it in for the TD.
Tomorrow I won't be going live.
And they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle.
I got work 7 to 3 on Monday.
So the Duke Blue Devils offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass.
Good defense.
Complete pass over the middle. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start
Go
fast.
back
You
to
got to
play.
have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an
Oklahoma.
environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Okay, that was a bad play.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry up.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having
Holy,
that
we
conversion
beat
this early in
Duke.
the game, that's
I'll
gotta
be
feel
so
good for this
happy.
offense.
And they'll stop him after a minute.
I want a challenge.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Dances away from the heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line again. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'll love to lock them up close to their goal line. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. He makes a catch.
That's easy.
Pick up as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Catch.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Power football with the run. At the 45 on its way. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. He has 60 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. He showed it all there, a little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
We are going to do really good this season.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown Owls. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass
Good defense.
complete, and that wraps up the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take
I don't like Duke.
Really impressed by this pass.
Never
rush.
will.
Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop, create some momentum for your offense.
The hand to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of running room.
Hello!
He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more on that lead.
I don't know what is Duke doing.
And the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama.
Off the play fake on first down.
Oh, we almost had that.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Duke is puke.
Now they can take a shot on second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for the loss.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Got out of trouble and throw. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take
That's
it
a
back.
pick six, my boy.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Owls. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen from the ballpark. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Everyone.
Set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After that last completion, it's second down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackled, but he has a first down.
That's actually pretty good.
We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Not much he could do there. Just pick up 2 to the 34. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The number one job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, we'll get another look at this.
I say we end it.
They've been outstanding here in this. He'll loft one deep down the left
First
side.
down.
And he reels it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23.
I thought that was a touchdown.
Intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
What up?
Offense on second
So,
down. Right on target this time. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
we're going to waste a lot of time. Hey, we don't need to win so soon.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. He'll try to slam it in. He's
Oh, we were so
short on
close.
fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Handoff to the lone back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Starting to feel a little pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now he's got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play cover?
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half and stopped on a touchdown.
Is this an upset? Or is it just we should be in the ranking?
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead.
They got a lot of work to do before they could come back.
Try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half, and now
I'm just shocked.
Anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Quick pass on the fly motion. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So,
you wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to.
What is going on with dude?
I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On the move, it's Romero. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch.
You know, it doesn't even matter.
Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Give to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on
I don't know if it does or not.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a second down. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught downfield.
Well,
And he's not going to make it. The defense
nice try.
denying him the first down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Getting your first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He's going for the big play. And it
Good
goes through the
defense.
end zone. He had an explosive play right there.
I don't know what's going on with Duke.
Wow, this offense is
But
doing
I will
nothing.
take
They've already
it.
punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Oh, they really could have used that.
They're just
pass
not
there.
passing
Physical
good.
pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Romero. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense.
Take it to the
Single back
house.
formation, and they give it to it.
Okay,
This
I'm
offense
gonna
came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Leaves it with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Romero.
I don't know what's
And
going
they'll
on.
finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Maybe we're
Operating in
good,
the red zone here on 2nd down.
but
He'll try it again. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the route is on.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do
I
it.
don't know
Make this
what's going
defense prove they can stop it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Peppers. And the returner will be dragged down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack.
Walk-ons are about to play.
1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37.
we should be in the
Wide receiver
ranking.
coming across in motion. The give from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down.
We'll wait
They'll
until
bring up
the
big
4th.
decisions. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here.
Unless they already changed stuff. They don't.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. They're going to run it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Alright, we'll pass it to you.
Facing a 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And
It might be just over.
33, 1st and 10.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going to the running game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up